what I want to connect the dots then. We had Megan Garcia on the show about 10 days ago. She had been one of the big witnesses at the Josh Hawley hearings. She reiterated to our audience about this form. It wasn't ChatGPT, but it's this other Google application that they spun off that her son had access to. And her son very rapidly committed suicide on kind of not just orders, but really instructions or a kind of a how-to guide, and a little bit edged on by the bot he was dealing with. Shelby Knox, now that happened a while ago. Shelby Knox just tells us that the online parents group, this activist group, took 50 hours and worked with the same app. And what did she say? In 50 hours, they had how many major? She said something bad happens every 5 minutes, but they had three major. They had three major incidents over the 50 hours, and this was just parents starting basic interactions with the bot. How can we be a couple of years removed from the Megan Garcia suicide, knowing that the company's under a tremendous spotlight, and have a situation where you do 50 hours of testing and you come up with this?
Well, you know, Steve, if you had asked the bot, is Donald Trump a good president? Or probably if you asked it, is Steve Bannon a good guy? Immediately the safety layers would kick in and it would begin to give you some sort of generic, sort of libbed rainbow version of whatever it had in its training data. On the other hand, if you begin asking the questions that Shelby Knox was describing, posing as a child, and their organization is not the only one to do this. You have organizations that are professionals, and you also have media organizations who have done the same sorts of tests, and they consistently find that just normally these bots will go into that mode, into kind of pervo mode, naturally. But if you tell the bot that you are a child, then the bot, with just the slightest bit of manipulation, will start going there. And we know from the Reuters expose that at Meta, in their own standards, they codified this, that it's okay to, up to a point, be sensual and romantic with children as young as 8. And the entire purpose of these apps is to get people addicted. And in this case, we're talking about young children being groomed. These are groomer bots. So yeah, her story is Shelby Knox's story, and the study they did should horrify everyone. But the thing is, these studies are constant. There's so much data. It's irrefutable. These companies know what they're doing. They're doing it anyway.